say that healing is a journey. And while I don't disagree with that, I do feel like it's a little misleading. I guess when I think of a journey, I think of beautiful destinations, fun adventures, laughs, family, friends. And I don't think that healing is that kind of journey. In my experience, healing is, for lack of a better word, hard. It's work, and it's messy, and it's dirty, and it's exhausting. Yes, you do get to a point where there are beautiful destinations inside yourself, but you have to be willing to do the hard stuff first. There are so many ways and so many layers that healing takes place. As you start to uncover your healing journey, you realize that the things that you're healing from, the tragedies and the traumas, have shaped you in ways that you don't even realize. There's a really amazing book called The Body Keeps the Score. And without getting deep into what the book says, although I do recommend that everyone read it, just the title alone opened up so many ideas for me when it came to my healing journey. The idea that even if my mind wasn't attuned to what I was healing from, there were places in my body that stored that trauma that had to heal itself. We all talk about our inner child, but many of us don't take the time to sit and listen to our inner child because it sounds kind of gimmicky, right? It sounds kind of crystals and rah-rah, and if you're into that, that's fabulous. To each their own. But for me, it was really hard to think about getting in touch with my inner child because it did feel like hokey. But what I found is when I started listening to my inner child, she was real. She was really there. She had something to say, and she wanted to be heard. That was the most integral part to my healing journey, was getting in touch with her and letting her know that she was loved and that she was okay and that she was still going to have a place in my life even if I was healed. I think there's a lot of times where even though the tragedy that we went to was awful and it left awful imprints on us, we hold on to it because it's all that we know. We kind of use it as our comfort blanket. I think for a reason is because we don't want that child to be forgotten. So it's very important that we take the time in our healing journey to reassure that inner you that you're still going to be there for them, you're still going to love them, and you're going to take them with you as you go. Healing is going to get messy. Just like wounds in our body, they have to break down and scab over and get really, really gross before they get better. Your soul and heart and mind and the inner you has to go through that same healing process. Sometimes it's hard to remember that because we can't see the evidence on our body. We can't see the healing process as it grows and changes, but it's there. Healing also has a ripple effect. That is one thing that we forget. It's not just us that's going through this. It's not just us that is trying to recover. It is our family, our friends, our jobs. And because they can't see the healing process happen, sometimes it's hard for them to understand that as well. And it hurts them. I don't think there's anything worse than seeing someone you love with all of your heart going through such terrible emotions and such a terrible time and so much tumult. So I would encourage anyone that is on their healing journey to, number one, celebrate the small victories, because it's those small baby steps that are going to lead to the grand destinations. And number two, continue to have compassion for yourself. The journey is going to get harder before it gets easier, but it will be worth it.